Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Hakeem, what's cracking like it? What's going on? What's going on? I know I'm off
Hey,
cam, but I'm on the road, big dog.
hey, you good? But hey, we want you to be safe. You're the $1 million dream. I don't care about none of that. Look, we
Yeah,
doing good,
remember,
man.
the dream team make the dream team work. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
We the dream
That's
team
it.
up in here, man. But I
That's
think
it.
Jordan is also running late, so
Running it.
Jordan will time in when he gets by. But you know how to get down. But yeah, but happy
But
Friday for everybody that's in the building. Shout out to those that watches us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Thank you guys for always tuning in each and every
definitely.
Friday. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Ken Dog. He's in the building as well.
My bro.
So let's get to it. Hakeem, let's get to it. So Hakeem, here's the thing though. I don't know you heard, but they say OJ has passed
Woo.
away from prostate cancer at the age
Yeah.
of 76. Man,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on it, my dude?
Man, OJ's an icon, man. OJ's an icon. He did something most black people ain't never did. He beat the law system. He beat the law system. And even in death, white folks are still mad. And even in death. So I thank God that he passed. Cause now like they can't bother him anymore. And you know what I mean? My dad was a big OJ fan, Juice. And this just a testament to, man, sometimes we're getting older. And I still believe OJ didn't do it. I believe somebody else did it. And they still mad because they want to see a black man in jail. They want to see a black man in jail.
No,
But
but here's the thing though. I think
hey,
at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are upset because they want to really know, did he do it? And so even in his passing, like he didn't get the record that he deserved. To me, the gratitude and the praise. Because remember, he was in the Buffalo Bills. You know, in the
oh
'80s,
yeah.
he was the American hero. But ever since that scandal, nobody seemed to mess with him anymore.
Yeah, also remember too, he was kind of like the first football player to start doing commercials. He did the Hertz commercial. He was like the first player to do the Hertz rental car commercial. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to look at it for what it's worth, man. America's America, and they have its heroes and they have its villains, and we love our heroes and villains, and we vilify who we want to vilify, and call heroes who we want to call heroes. And I think that's the biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing is I'm just happy like he's not here anymore, so people ain't here to bother him. You feel me? Like let that man sleep, let that man rest, let that man get his issue off. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. OJ's not here, but we're gonna wait till Ronnie come back, and we'll get that too. Hey, how everybody doing in the chat? I want to thank y'all for tuning in with us. Thank you for always rocking with us. Ken Dog, man, thank you, brother. You Ken Dog, one of our biggest supporters, family. And listen, we gonna make you a movie star once this money come in. We gonna make you the biggest movie star in here. So let's see. While we wait.
There you go. How can you hear me now?
Yep, perfect. Shout outs to Joe No Hurdle.
Can you hear me?
Mm. Yep.
Oh, I think my connection's still bad. Hold on. I'm trying to get cause I'm driving, so a better.
Yeah.
There you go. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, now you can hear me. Yeah. So what you were saying, big dog? Well, like you were saying.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying like you know, as far as like OJ, he's one of our first American icons. You know what I mean? And he's always gonna be that. And he also represents something that a lot of people don't know. You know, he beat the court system, but he showed that you need money to beat the court system. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You
I
know what
can't.
I'm
You don't need
saying?
money to beat the court. You don't need money to beat the court system. He just beat the court system. He just had a good. He just had a good attorney. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, which them attorneys cost him some upwards to $1 million. OJ was very smart with his money. A lot of people don't know this. When he won the criminal case, but he lost in a civil case. A lot of people forget that. That's why his Heisman Trophy and all that was taken away from him. And this is why he went to jail last time for that. So they say they got him. But here's the thing: OJ had put $4 to $5 million, most of his money, in his trust funds for his kids, and made him the trustee to manage it. So they could never have touched the money. So when he got back out of jail, he was still rich. White folks did
Oh, I
not
didn't know
like.
that. So when you got
Yeah,
out, so when you got out, he was still rich. I didn't know that. Wow.
he was still rich.
I thought he
Most of
went
his
broke.
no, most of his money was in a trust fund. All that stuff they sold off was his Heisman Trophy, which I thought was messed up. That was through because he lost the civil case. They didn't take none of his money. They just took possessions.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is his memorabilia and
his
everything.
memorabilia. OJ wasn't dumb. That
Mm-mm.
was he was smart. That was a smart brother. Like he like from a perspective, he was far from stupid. I don't know who was his financial advisor was or stuffing, but OJ was never broke.
And the thing is, he was getting paid back in after he was getting paid more in his once he left the NFL, got into television and everything, he was getting paid more than he ever was in the NFL.
Basically.
And like I said, and back in the '70s, he was juice. He was the real deal. He was one of the top running backs, in the NFL at the time. I can't hate on that. And it's just it's very sad that to hear him go. There's other people that we see online. Like I saw Caitlyn Jenner say, good riddance and everything, which is I think that was far out of line of what she did. Even though a lot of people may not like her, but if a person's gone, you kind this kind of a respect thing. You don't want to if it happened to her, what if one of her family members died, like a Chris Jenner, hope they live longer than it was, and then they start attacking, Chris Jenner at that way too. No, I think it should be a respectful thing. If you agree with what happened in the case or not, he was acquitted. Period. If you don't believe it or not, he was
Basically.
acquitted. Just simple as that. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Well, you're right, but Jordan, no matter what it is, they still gonna look at him and say, "Hey, they still thought he'd do it, even though he had been acquitted of it."
Exactly.
But I can't.
They,
Let me ask you a question. Do you think he did it though,
no, I don't think he did it.
Jordan? Do you think he did it?
No, just looking at the evidence and everything, nah, I really don't. At first I did, but if you just really look on the evidence and everything, with the gloves, with the size shoes and everything,
So
and I also feel like there was a lot of planting of evidence to try to really really get OJ, as what they like to do with black people, especially as a celebrity as him and everything. But if you look at the evidence in the case and everything, it was just very very strong enough that you had to acquit OJ Simpson.
I want people to understand this, and let's go back to Ron Goldman. His wife was on drugs. Ron Goldman was getting the drugs for her. People, this is all, and let me not, I don't know 100% sure because I heard somebody did a take on this, and we don't know how factual this information is. So I'm gonna just say this: this could be all be alleged. So you don't know if he had owed people debts, and his wife just got caught in the crossfire of that. And we talking about the white boy. You feel me? But
Yep.
we live in a country for so many times. Oh, for the love of Christ! For so many times, they've always blamed us for crimes and murders we never committed. Stop me when I'm lying.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, stop me when I'm lying.
That's why it's around that time that case was let's get it, let's not get it twisted. You know, back at that time, you know, with the Rodney King riots in the LA Times and everything, around that time when that case was all, you know, it was really big a bit against, you know, black people to white people. It was really about, you
Yeah,
know, it was about race. It was definitely about race.
thank you.
A big thing about race. And like I say, even though I was 3-4 years old, I've been, like I say, even though I can remember a lot, you know, at that time, that case was big. When you start watching the game, and then everybody, tune in. All the news channel went to the white Bronco, you know, driving down L.A. and everything. You know, that was huge. That was big. That was a big moment and everything, especially around that time. So yeah, that case right there, it really changed everything about how the system is, especially for us as black people.
100%. And it also just shows how tough the judicial system is. No matter if you're rich or famous, if they want you, they're gonna try to come get you. And if you're a black man, I don't want it. I hate that I have to bring it and make it seem like it's a racial thing. But why are you still, you know what I mean? Like people still, it's just like the Central Park Five. Regardless of whatever people say, they've been DNA exonerated. They still think they did it.
That's true.
Yep,
Big fact. That's
facts.
fact.
They've been DNA exonerated and they still think they did it.
And the paper is clear as paper. Paper says it right here. They be looking at it, but thing is,
Yeah,
they
that's true.
like, you still don't like it.
Yeah. Hey,
Nope.
that's fact, Jordan. That's real talk. Y'all speaking facts though.
It's like they
That's a fact.
refuse to believe it. They refuse to, even
I'm
though
like,
it,
I'm like, are y'all dumb? Like, come on. You know what I mean? And listen, we didn't create the judicial system. You did. So if we following y'all rules, you still think we did it? Nobody
mm-hmm,
cares. No, he did it.
mm-hmm. Yeah, King, there's a kind of going towards that. That's a clip I want to. It was a person on CNN. I'm saying to you real quick, and
Yeah.
it really talk about what we talk about right now with with the race thing. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah. No, I love to
Yeah,
see
but
that.
that's crazy. But y'all speaking facts though. That's how the system is. Even though we beat the system, they still get upset that we beat the system. That don't make any
Ba-
sense.
Basically, like, oh, they not playing fair. Oh my God. Oh Lord. How we not playing fair? Y'all made it.
Exactly. And when the time it goes against us and everything, it's a problem. Even though the facts is clear cut right in the face, it's a problem.
It's a problem. So imagine if a lot of black men had lawyers like OJ, was able to have lawyers like OJ. Do you think a lot of them would still be in jail right now?
No, 'cause Johnny Cochran, man, he I ain't gonna lie, he was a beast, man. And the
Was
thing
not
is,
in
it's like
jail.
he wanted to win. He wanted to win, and and he had the desire to win, and Johnny Cochran did whatever he took, to try to win that case, and hey, he won it. And then after that, after the Johnny Cochran case, that really, really blew up, and a lot of celebrities wanted him at the time to be a lawyer as well before he passed away.
Yeah, God bless the
All
dead.
right, I found it. I'm sending you right now. You want to play it? Go ahead.
God bless the dead.
Yeah, but that's crazy, man. That was say. But shout out to OJ because the thing is, he still have a legacy. Because like I say, he have Hyman Trophy, Buffalo, all these things. So and he beat a murder case, so he's still gonna go down
Mm-hmm.
in history. But go ahead, Jordan.
And I remember that he was last time he was on was he on yeah, he was on Cameron's and Mace podcast not too
Yep.
long ago, like a couple
Yep.
weeks ago.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
correct. He was. Yep. But the crazy thing is, he told everybody he wasn't sick. That's why everybody shocked. Because remember, he said he wasn't sick,
Yeah.
but then you find out he was sick.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer, man. That junk is serious.
Yeah.
It is, man.
Mm-hmm.
When we get up of age, everybody like got to go get checked for prostate, brothers. But hey, life is not promised to nobody. So
So racially charged because of what had happened just before with Rodney King, but also just how Black Americans feel about policing. It's not like O.J. Simpson was the leader of the civil rights movement of his era. You know, he wasn't a social justice leader, but he represented something for the Black community in that moment, in that trial, particularly because there were two white people who had been killed, and the history around how Black people have been persecuted during slavery. There were just so many layers. And I guess I would just close with this, is that there was racial tension then, there is racial tension now. It might not be the backdrop of the Trump campaign, but until this country is ready to actually have an honest conversation about the racial dynamics from our origin story till today, we will always have moments like O.J. Simpson that manifest, and our country will always be divided if we don't actually deal with the issue of race. But it was so racially charged because of what had happened.
hey,
Go ahead, Hakeem. Your take.
hey, she she eloquently said that in a most beautiful way. It was significant for us. You talking to, I think a lot of us here have known somebody who's sitting in jail or have been in jail, been accused of something they ain't do.
Mm.
And it's been very racial. A lot of people don't like to have these kind of conversations because they feel like there's not an issue until you go through it. OJ was like, we felt like it was a win. Everybody was screaming, dancing, laughing, and because you say, "Hey, finally, you, God has worked in some way, even though it wasn't for us. It still gave us kind of hope to say that okay, there's still some sort of a justice here. But we have to understand what the play is behind that, brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
No,
facts.
no, you speaking facts. No more. What I was saying is, at the end of the day, like the way the system is programmed is programmed for black men to lose. So when they see a black man win, they get shocked by it because they're like, "Wow, a black man actually won a case."
Yep.
So and then when they see that happen, I start laughing because then I noticed that they'll try whatever it takes to change the laws again, so black men can lose.
Nigga,
That's
tell me
facts,
more.
Ronnie. Even though you get a win, wait a minute. We didn't really look at this. Even though it could be state, federal, city, whatever. If a black man get a win, it's like, oh no. We need to change something like this. We need to go back. How did he win? It's not set up for us. We need to go back. We need to redo this because we cannot have this happen again. Even though the
Correct.
design is crazy. We find loopholes and something like that. It's like, no, it's nothing like that. If the case favored us as black people, like the O.J. Simpson, I mean, the evidence is right there. I mean, there's more can't say, but it's like you said, but it'd be right, like I said, right there in their faces. But at the end of the day, still can't believe it.
No, they still ain't. And the truth could be right there, and they still would say, no, they still did it. Even though it's unequivocally show you that, hey man, the man didn't do this. No, he still did it.
So, and like always, moving along to the next topic. Go ahead, Jordan. Do your
Okay,
thing.
the next topic we're
Shout
gonna do
outs to
this.
Truth.
Shout out to Truth. We see you, buddy. So next time we're gonna do the Cam Newton one on hockey. We're gonna jump onto that one.
Oh yeah, that one.
So
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. That one's actually
yes.
interesting.
So Cam Newton, shout out to Cam Newton. He was another person who got interviewed on the Club Shay Shay. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. He's killing it. That man definitely has over 3 million subscribers. So shout out to Club Shay Shay. And he kind of went viral on this. And a lot of people really don't know, he has 6 biological kids, and then he has 2 adopted. And he's talking about, he does have different baby mamas and all that. And also he said he wants more, and a lot of people was like, why are you having all these babies and not married? Kind of in a similarity to Nick Cannon's situation and everything. But yeah, we're gonna play the clip right now. He talks about, he loves his kids, he's cool with his baby mamas, and he talks about you want to have more. So go ahead, King, play the clip.
Yes. 8. You done?
I want more.
What?
6 Flags, baby.
Man, come on, Cam.
Hey, man. Look, but this is what they say.
What they say? Who say that? I don't know who they is, because I'm gonna find them and put something on them.
But people say, you having all these kids. I take care of all my kids.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I always wanted a big family. I come from that. So I want that. And I owe a due diligence to each woman who given me that. And I respect them the same. Do I have jurisdiction of who they talk to? No. But I owe a service to loving them unconditionally, no matter what they do. And we have to co-parent together.
How do you, because look, Cam, these women wanted to be with you. Let's be all the way 1,000.
Come on with it.
These women wanted to be with you. You're not with this one. You have 1 or 2 kids with this one, have 1 kid over here. Now you're with the one you had the last kid with.
Yeah.
The previous, well, hold on. What's special? Why she get to be with you now? You done left me with 5 over here or 2 over here. Why she special?
Well,
I'm gonna mess it up for you.
No, you can't do that. You can't. It's a respect.
Right.
And we can't allow our personal vendettas to get in between raising these children. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
And did I want it to be this way? When I was 7, 12 years old, I wanted to have a family, wanted to be married with a house and a picket fence and all that. That just wasn't what my life panned out to be. I proudly say I have 8 children, 6 biologically through me.
Right.
And I don't believe in stepchildren. What my biological kids get, everybody get. I don't have no favorites. I'm raising kings and queens, and I have uncomfortable conversations with my children. Is you fucking? Hey, is you smoking weed? Is you drinking? No, I don't patty cake with that. I'm very hands-on. I do go to football practice. I do go to basketball practice, track practice, tennis practice, because I want them to see what a positive male figure is in their life. I'm not just out here just slaying and leaving.
Right.
No. I grew up in a 3-parent household.
But that's what it looks like, bro.
My mom, my father, as well as my grandmother. And yes, sir, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am, was, you missing something? Yes, sir.
I ain't know what. Huh? What?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nah, it's yes. It's yes, sir. It's no and no, ma'am. Look me in my eye when I'm talking to you as a measure of respect, but also understanding that you are digesting and processing what I'm telling you.
Make sure you're listening and understanding what I'm saying.
See, those things, it's like I always tell the parents that come through our program, just like the players, what this society needs is for parents to be parents. We don't need no more home girls, and he all right, he gonna be good. No, give that dude, give Lil Tay and John a curfew.
Right.
They fail in math, science, and all that. And I don't give a damn how he can catch the ball. Yeah. He ain't gonna go to college.
They might be Gen X, but they can't say the ABCs.
Come on now. They can recite a rap song, but they can't recite all these different things. Like, I'm telling you. So that comes from the way that they're being raised. And when we start putting the onus back on the parents, that's when society would change.
But it's difficult, Cam, when you've been in a situation for a long period of time. If I'm not mistaken, I think the first situation, you was in that situation for probably about a decade. And to leave,
yes.
and I'm sure it was a very uncomfortable conversation that you had to have.
Yeah, but things happen though.
Okay.
And as you know, when we all in the public eye try to keep personal.
Yes.
Personal.
Uh-huh.
But I want to be an example for people that I never proclaim to be perfect. Learn from me.
Right.
We can talk about everything. And I think when you look at my career, JUCO, high school, professional, I've been that guy for a long period of time. I had a lot of temptations. I had a lot of mess ups along that way too. So that's why I'm relatable to these kids. My kids or anybody else's. Right. I know what you're going through, bro. But that don't mean you can't fail this class, because if you fail the class, you're not going to pass clearinghouse. Talk to me. I done did a lot. Just because of who you see to.
That nigga talking,
Hey,
he
I'm
ain't
not gonna
talking
lie, that
about
was
nothing.
powerful. That was powerful.
I'm gonna read some stuff of the comments. It says I'll read a few comments from the club stage today. One comment says financial support is far different from emotional support. Physically being there, he didn't eat like he thought he did. Another comment says so black men gets to celebrate creating multiple single parent households, while black women get shamed for having more than one child with multiple men. Gotta love the double standard and low standard that we continue to have for our black men. And then I'm gonna read one more comment. One comment says having a big family isn't an issue. It's created broken homes. Let's talk about that. So as you see why it got so many viral things, because a lot of people, had something to say about it. And now we're gonna have something to say about that. So I'm gonna pass it to you, Ronnie. What do you think about the situation with Cam Newton having 8 kids? He is, like I say, he's doing his thing, he's doing his part and
Well,
everything. But people have go ahead.
no, but first of all, Jordan and Hakeem, I'm confused because he say he's there for the kids. He go to the games, he go to the sports events, he making sure that he talk to his kids every day and find out, hey, are you gonna having any form of intimacy? He trying to see pretty much get involved in his kids' life. So for him to be pretty much them saying that he's not really there, I'm just confused by that. And I know I'm delayed right now, so hopefully you guys can hear me clearly because I know I'm driving, so hopefully I can hear what I said. But I'm just confused at the aspect why people complain about him not trying to be there for his children. But go ahead, I can.
Okay, so y'all ever heard this term before? Cam sounds smart to a dumb nigga. People, I want you to listen to me clearly and what you think. Being there for your kids is one thing. Going to games is this, but he doesn't live in a house with all of them. This is a slap to monogamy. His mother and father are still married. This means this what he want to do. Black people always try to make things up as they go. God did not intend it for us to make broken homes this way. If you want, and then I seen something in the comments would say, "Hey, oh y'all mad at him, but this ain't regular people can't. This he's talking from an iPhone. Billionaires don't even do the shit this dude do. Name a billionaire who has 7, 8 kids from mad different baby mamas. What kind of shit he talking about? This doesn't even align to the way the scripture talks about it in the Bible. Or even in Islam. I'm telling you, he's making shit up. He said, I want to have more. What Mo gonna do? You can't even pass wealth down like that. The more mouths to feed, the more the money gets spread. Look at the Waltons. Look at the Hiltons. They only got two. The people who started it come up into is Paris and them. They don't got a bunch of kids and they're billionaires. Bill Gates only has 2 children. What this nigga talking about? We always want to validate dysfunctionality. That's in the dysfunctional mindset. Best way to do, get married and have your kids in the house. Raise your kids in the
Where I'm
house.
confused. Where I'm confused, how can you say is dysfunction? But I thought you down for big family
I
though.
want a big family. I want a big family like, listen, I want a big family how you have a big family. Not like that. Not like that. I want all my kids in one house. if I can't have 5 from one woman, I'll settle for 2. I'll settle for 2. Because I know one thing. Kids have a better chance when it's a 2-parent household. When you're raising kids out on outside, you always see a dysfunction. I'll give you a prime example. There was a this went on viral one time where one of Future's older kids vocally said, "That's my dad, but I don't know him like that." He had a lot of disdain for Future. Future doesn't spend that most time with him. So us, since I don't know if it's we're mentally trapped in a way where being dysfunctional, being wild is the thing to do. Nobody can tell us this is not even our culture. If we're the Africans from Africa don't even do this. The Nigerians, the Congolese, the Angolans, the Liberians, they don't play games like this. Having wild kids, don't get me wrong. You have your outliers. You have those wild Nigerian boys who go out here and play games. But I'm talking about for the majority. So Cam Newton need to shut up. He's a goofy.
All right, before I had a kid, there's a perspective I have. Now that I'm a father, I have a totally different perspective, and I'm gonna agree 100% on Hakeem, and this is why I agree. I took time off, as I am right now, I took leave from work, get paid family leave. I get to spend 8 weeks bonding with my child, and like I said, my wife, she's at work, but she'll be back. Bonding is so very, very important, not just for babies, but also you as a father. It is very, very important to spend as much time as you can with your kid, and it's very, very important because you get to watch you. Like I said, even though my child is about 5 weeks, you can see how the baby looks differently once she was born, what she is now. You can see the personality traits for what you think that your baby might become and everything. You know, being there and taking care is totally different things. It's a difference. You can take care of your kids. You can get them shoes, diapers, pampers, stuff. That's easy stuff. But spending like a bonding time with your child, that is probably the most priceless things you could ever have. Just being a father in general, because little stuff, big stuff, little stuff, spending 2 minutes. I'm taking full advantage of being my child and everything. Just looking at little details with your child and everything. Those stuff really, really matters. And with the Cam Newton, I know he has 6 biological kids. That's cool. And 2 adopted kids, which is that's just great. He's he's doing his job and he's taking care of his kids. But you had different baby mamas, so it's just very, very different when you have all your kids in one household, and be with one woman or even 2 women. If you can have 1 or 2 women all in the same household, it's a little bit different because you like I said, as a man, you're looking around and you just see how everything works. You're watching your wife, you're watching your kids, you're seeing small stuff that you may miss out on everything, and then if you miss out certain things, you be like, wait a minute, how did my child do this? I didn't see this coming. Because little small detail counts when you look at your child. So, being there for your kid and really bonding with your child, if you can take as much time as you can, do it. Taking care of your kids, that's totally fine. The government can take care of your kids. You as a father can take care of your kids, but the government can take care of your kids too. It's not just that. You either a father or the government is going to take care of your kids, one or each other. But like I said, being there, bonding with your child till they're young, and I'm definitely enjoying what I'm doing right now. It's very different to taking care of your kids, because you can take care of your kids, you can take them to all the schools, whatever. But as a busy man, you're gonna miss out a lot of type of stuff, and you're gonna miss certain personality traits that your kids might have, and not see it develop, and the mother will see it develop, and you're not gonna see it develop, and then it's gonna take you a harder time how to address it, or when did this happen? Instead of as you as a man being a single parent household, being in a 2-parent household, you can see stuff that with your baby could develop personality traits and everything, and for a man you could catch it early enough, and you could either address it or let it be and just build it up and everything. So what Cam Newton was saying, it's similar to Nick Cannon was saying, or Future was saying, how they take care of their kids. They're not married. They're gonna have all the kids they can, and they say, hey, at least I take care of my kids. It sounds good, right? But emotionally, I don't know if it's going to be there because when your child gets older, they're going to have certain type of resentment of, wait a minute, why was my child wasn't there? But what was my father wasn't there at the time? Even though there's other kids to be over there too, but still, it's going to be some questions when they get older, and that's a fact. So, I disagree with Cam Newton says about it. I understand he's a different man. He has money. He's a former football player. He's at a status where he get all his money, but taking care of your child and being there and bonding with your child is totally different. That's all I gotta say about that.
Um,
Yeah, that's
shout out,
100. I agree.
yeah, shout outs to we got a new Mel Trouble A. She said they understand a working dad. They do not, however, appreciate Papa, who's a Rolling Stones. Shout outs to Mela number two. Shout outs to Mela number two for that. You know what I mean? And one thing I want to say is this, bro. And luckily, beautiful. Hey, shout outs to Joe No Hurt Him. He was on. My brother was on here, who is a married man and with his kids. One thing I gotta understand something, Jordan, and Jordan can attest to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
You could be a hardworking man, but if you in the house with your kids, them kids understand that. Compared to you having kids outside the house and you being a hardworking man. Even though you work 12 hours a day, you still ain't missing every waking. You're not missing everything in your kid's life. You feel
And I
me?
want to add this too, Hakeem. There's a schedule that your kids can see you consistently. There won't be no switching and everything.
Yeah.
Instead of if you're a man like Cam Newton, I gotta fly out here. Your schedule is up is unpredictable.
What
If you
else?
have if you have a predictable schedule, your child learns the schedule. When she get older, Tyler, I see my daddy at this certain time. It's a consistent thing. Not to get all bad at people. People that had unpredictable schedule, like what Cam Newton is or anything like that. But if you make the effort to make a schedule and it works out, with your baby mama, that's cool. But a hardworking man who's been consistent, has consistent scheduling, he's going to get more of the amount of bonding with the child more than a guy that has a child and his schedule is kind of unpredictable in a way.
100%. So I want to tell that these people, Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, please don't speak for us. Lord Jesus, please don't speak for us.
I can't be funny.
No,
You know
yeah,
the thing
no,
about
for
it.
real. They just need to stop talking, bro. No disrespect to him, bro. Whatchamacallit say? He looked like Joe heard him say he looked like the Black Willy Wonka. Like, stay over there. Don't speak
Yeah.
to regular people. You know what I mean? Because that shit
Hmm.
is weird. Yeah, that's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, because like I said, even though Cam sounds articulate, which he is articulate, there's some podcasters who might sound very articulate, but they use words, make them sound like they're articulate, and it kind of makes sense and everything. And I think that people just watch out for that, because when they speak articulate, just like go over it, listen to it again, and it really doesn't make sense because most of the stuff Cam was saying was not making sense. Other than I take care of my kids, which everybody, a man really supposed to do and everything. But like I said, taking care and being there and bonding with your child can be totally different because it's hard for me to see what Cam Newton said. I want to be an example of what I am with the kids, which he is. He be out there, coaching youth football and everything. He's great at that. Shout out to Cam for that and everything. But when it comes to your own kids and really taking care of your kids, they're gonna get there, they're gonna eat well, they're gonna go to very nice schools and everything, they're gonna get a good degree. But when it comes to stuff, for the father personally, and the child wants to say something about that it kind of feel resentment of, and it will come up when they get older, you're gonna have to answer that. And they're gonna see, okay, hey daddy, they're really gonna look at you. They might not look at you different, but they might look at you, daddy, maybe side eyes, like, wait a minute, even though my dad has so many kids, biological kids and everything, I just they be saying, I wish my dad would have been there, did this at daddy daughter dance. I wish my dad would have, at this one time I was feeling bad, taking me somewhere to the park or give me something to eat or something like that. I hate that, on my birthday, he's there for maybe a half day, he can't spend a whole day.
Yep.
Little stuff like that, kids are going to remember. And sooner or later, Cam's going to speak that out about it. Not just Cam Newton, but also Nick Cannon, Future, all that type of things. I guarantee it's going to come up when they get older.
I wanna preface this. Black women should be insulted by what he said. Follow me. Follow me.
we hear, we listen. You go ahead.
Follow me. You just make it say that they're only good enough to have kids with, but not to be in a relationship. How are you showing your kids relationships by you bouncing all over the place? What about your daughters? What about your son? It's just saying that I could be a sexual deviant like my dad. All I have to do is have money. Insecurity, you just told your kids that their mother wasn't good enough for you to stay there. That's what happens when you leave and go procreate other places. Now, mind you, people, I'm already saying that we know things happen and people break up. But when you start procreating and you having multiple children and you didn't stay with their mama and you stayed with somebody else, it just say their mother wasn't good enough. It say that she wasn't worthy enough. And your daughters will feel the same way too, goofy.
And that's true. And a thing like this, Hakeem, some of these black women, some they just don't care. It's just that certain lifestyle that they like, and once they taste it, it's like a drug. It's like I can't leave this. So if I could get a baby from Cam Newton or celebrities, I got the bet for the next 18, 19 years, and I'm kind of in that circle. It's like, okay, if it doesn't work well, I could jump to the next entertainer or the next sports athlete and everything, because I'm in that circle. I'm a baby mother of this such and such. So if I get a baby for this such and such person, entertainer, rapper, I'm in the circle and everything. You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of stay in the circle for a while because it kind of makes you relevant, because this is my baby daddy rapper or entertainer or something like that. So it kind of puts you in that circle, and it's addictive. It's very addictive. Any final thoughts? We'll go to the next topic. Oh, you on mute, Hakeem?
I said, come on, let's go. Woo, child. Shout outs to
Okay.
Waha.
Okay, we're gonna do this one. This one's sent to us from Stephanie Watkins. On this one, Hakeem, you're gonna have to block it on to play the audio. So Tamika Raymond, this is Usher's former ex-wife. She went on the Breakfast Club, and she believes, because I believe Usher did cheat in the marriage or something like that. After that, she believes that all men cheat. Even though it was cheating in her relationship / marriage, she believes that when it happens in her, she thinks everybody cheat. People can't stay monogamous and everything, and everybody cheats. So we're gonna play that audio clip for you guys, and after that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
All right, I gotta do my.
Shout out to Waha. He said these women agreed to Cam's terms of being baby mamas. Yeah, that's facts. I agree with that.
I agree with Waha.
And then Gore says Cam is doing the bare minimum and taking care of kids and wants a pat on his back. Exactly. That's what it sounds like too. I agree to that.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, but you gotta understand something. Remember they always say black men don't take care of their kids. So if you have a black man that say, hey, he's willing to do the effort. To me, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I don't see no wrong with it either. I mean, because to take care of your kids, I believe a lot of black men do take care of his kids. And I think with Cam, he was trying to take that as like, be an example of black men taking care of his kids. Now we get all that, but when it comes to, bonding with your child, really being there with your child, that's like I said, it's like a totally different story to do and everything. So I guess Cam was doing the obvious, like, look, black men take care of their kids and everything, which is cool. But if, like I said, if you look deeper into it, are you really, really bonded with your child, with developing and everything? And because there's some stuff you're gonna miss out. And when they get older, you're gonna say, hey, how did this trait come up? Why I didn't see it is because, majority of the time, your schedule is unpredictable, you're not in the household, the mother kind of do all the work with the development, with attitudes and all that type of things, and as a dad being there in the household, you could help with that because two people can see what's going on. 4 eyes is better than two. 4 ears is better than two. I feel like, man, they could really, really develop. This is me. A man can really, really develop a child looking at their personalities. Also, because you want to see your child look at you, and say, hey, if I want a boyfriend or husband, I want somebody just like my father and everything. So it's very, very important, when the child gets older and she wants to find somebody, she want to find somebody to their daddy, similar traits and everything. Because if the father's not there, she's gonna see what her mother likes, and mother might not deal with the baby father, and she might see how her mother is to other men and everything. And I know for other dads, they really don't like that, and I could attest to that. When she grow up and everything, but. Hey man, that's how I count. If you want to take care of your kids, you want to look up to their way, that's totally fine. When it comes to the kids, when they get older, it's a totally different story.
I really do.
No,
let me tell you.
All the black men in here like no,
all the but I think
it's 3.
He ain't black. He ain't
Puerto
black.
Rican.
that's what I'm looking. I'm like, I don't think.
I think there's different types. Like there's men that have cheated and learned their lesson, and then like they find someone that are like, I would never do that.
I was gonna
and then
say
there's men that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? So it just
I don't think it's realistic to believe that I don't even think that I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be made for me. I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Not like
Just
that.
one person. So you don't think
person
that,
for the rest
you don't
of your
think
life
that
to death?
one man
made for monogamy.
For the rest of your life, I don't believe.
I think so. If you find that one that actually fulfills
one
you.
human being.
Well, the reason we say black men is we say black
believe
boys
in
cheat,
monogamy.
right? And most boys, when they become a man, then that's when they realize what it is.
All men step out. There's some that do it on a serial basis. And I'm not saying from personal experience. I'm just saying, I just think in general, I'm friends with a lot. I'm a girl that loves guys, and they're my homies. And I talk to them, and they just do.
I think if a woman is fulfilling you on every level, spiritually, emotionally, mentally,
but you're telling me there's still that one
because
trip to Punta Cana. There's that one time you and your homies went and you accidentally just met somebody at the.
Why?
No,
I don't think
That's
that's the country with just your homies.
I think it's a man's
it's
own pride.
man. You can't put on a woman.
Anguilla, you know what I'm saying?
I love
You can't put on a woman because a
wife.
woman can do everything under the sun, cook, clean, do you bedroom, all of that. And if a man still wants to cheat, that's what he's gonna do.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think
Black
that it has
men don't
anything
cheat.
to
Where you
do
get
with the
that
woman.
from?
I'm telling you, if a woman fulfills you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally,
They shouldn't.
The physical, you won't even think about another woman.
If that's the type of person that you are,
If you you
Yeah.
have to be that type
person,
of man though.
already, yeah.
Because you can be
I
tried
still think there's
anytime.
those slip ups. I think you have cheaters that are serial and they just have a whole nother relationship on the side. Then you have people that just slip up. I just think that something happens regarding another party at some point. And I'm talking about in a lifetime. It may happen once, but it still happened. I don't know.
So how do you handle slip ups then? If you got that mentality and you feel like a man gonna slip up anyway, how do you handle the slip up?
I don't know. I don't know because I'm single now. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Have you ever had somebody slip up?
Yeah.
I think we all have.
Yeah,
I think we all
guys
have.
slip
We
up.
all
Yeah,
go
they
through
mess
it.
up sometimes.
And you don't leave them.
I have. I've left you over a slip up for sure. But in hindsight, I don't think that's big enough to ruin your whole marriage. I don't think it should be. So
Have
if
you
he
guys-
slipped up.
Have you guys ever slipped up? I was going to say.
I was very
I
sad about
disagree.
that. Okay, yeah.
disagree.
You
So have
leaving
you
after the
ever-
first slip up?
If you leave
No,
after
you know
one
what?
slip up, you're
So
gonna be leaving
in a
whole
marriage,
lot
I
of
feel
time.
like nobody's perfect, and I guess in the situation, it's situational. So some situations, it's like, all right, I might could give you a pass. I mean, you ain't getting off easy, but I might could give you a pass. But if it's something, there's degrees to cheating. Like you in love, you having relationships, you
Right.
cuddling, you
Kids
doing
and
all that
stuff,
kind of
that's
stuff.
different.
It's not just a one-off, and you only get one pass. You know what I'm saying? Because then at that point, it's repetitive. That's not a slip up. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so if you that's something that you continue to do, that's what you're always gonna do. So
Have y'all ever slipped up?
I don't.
Look
Believe
at
I don't-
Tamika though.
I don't do
Tamika's
casual sex.
like, hold on, wait. But no, forget the slip up. Tamika,
If you gotta think about it,
You
Tamika,
gotta
something
think
wrong.
about it,
No,
right?
I was just saying, I like how you guys decorated everything.
No.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
cheated?
Yes.
Okay.
I have. Yes.
All
I
right.
have. I have. And we were both cheating on each other. I was in a relationship. I found out that my partner was cheating, and I cheated.
You cheated back.
I cheated back.
Okay.
Cheated up.
Right. Okay, you cheated up. Did you get left? Did they leave you?
They should have just left each other.
Yeah,
we did. We left each other. It was no one, and it was no one's fault. It was both of our fault. We knew we both made mistakes.
She's not talking about Usher blogs.
I'm not.
Yeah, because you know the blogs are around.
Like, oh, he cheated. No.
Well, there he goes to say there's a lot of slip ups, slip here's, and slip stairs and everything. Shout out to Natasha Ventures. He's in the building. We see you. Shout out to Mimi. We see you. We see you. Shout out to Mimi.
Yeah, shout out to you. Yes, shout out to you guys.
Yeah. So on to the topic. I'm gonna start with you, Hakeem. With this all men cheating and everything. You know, what's your take on this?
Ladies, please forgive me when I say this, and I love y'all with the dearest sincerity. Shout outs to the Queen DB. Shout outs to DB, Natasha Vincent, and Mimi. Ladies, I want to say this to y'all, and I want to say this with a heavy hand of love. A lot of y'all internalize things. Y'all don't go through the things these women go through. We always go to the extreme when one person have this. From a statistic standpoint, it doesn't even make sense. Now, we all want to live vicariously through other people when some people just don't go through this. A lot of people don't cheat. A lot of black men don't cheat. A lot of black men don't have a lot of kids anyway, from a statistic standpoint. Women get their heart broken from particular people and they blanket it to a whole bunch of people. Now, Usher's baby mama or ex-wife, she was older than him. And all this stuff, and they already had a tumultuous relationship because basically he was dating his mama. That's another conversation we're going to get. Sometimes you get into relationships. Let's give it up to this. How about y'all get into relationships who you know that they're mentally and emotionally wasn't there, and there or elsewhere. You said some people that could call DB. Let's not go to the extreme. Some people just don't cheat. I'm not saying they don't, but there's a negative statement to this when the biggest cheater has populated this whole planet. We know who they are. Ronnie, you know who I'm talking about? The biggest cheater.
Yeah.
Who has populated this whole planet, who had wives in England and had babies all over the game. Go do your ancestry DNA.
Facts.
We don't, our DNA ain't spread over there. We've been dropped to different places.
But then Hakeem then explain Mr. Muhammad come and say, I never cheated, but I'm gonna start.
He bullshitting.
So
and the other say Elon Musk.
And listen, and Elon, listen, he's going on his 7th baby. But he's from South Africa though, so he might have a little nigga in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I want us to be careful, and I'm gonna pass this on to you, brothers and ladies. I love y'all. I know y'all sympathize with y'all other sisters. And I know that when it's a woman issue, you internalize it. But I want y'all to think for a minute. I want y'all to just put your thinking caps on a moment. And let's look at that woman from an individual point and say, hey, did she pick the right dude? Or did she pick him for the wrong reasons, knowing he was cheating? I've known women who got with guys knowing they already was sleeping with other people. They'll let it be known. And they still got with them and then said that, oh, he's a cheater. And I'm like, come on, baby. So I want us to put it to that point.
No, but the cheating, this is my thing. Like, a lot of people cheat. Like, when it comes to women cheat. I think women cheat more than men, though, if you ask me, because women cheat on an emotional level than men that cheat on a physical level. And, you know, that's a very powerful statement. You know what I'm saying? So that
you hit it right on the nail.
That's why I say, if you ask me, but I could be wrong, but I know women been cheating for a very long time. So normally when a woman say man is always cheating, because she's the one cheating. That's just my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, that's
Go
true.
ahead,
I
Joe.
agree. I agree with you 100%, Ronnie. You know, you look on these YouTube dating, some YouTube shows. When a guy said, when you cheat, have you cheated on your boyfriend or your husband before it? And you hear a lot of yes, a whole lot of yes, and they really break it down of how they cheat and everything. But like I said, I'm not with all men cheat. If all men cheat, all women cheat too. Men and women they cheat. Facts. They cheating been going on for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of
Oh
years.
my God.
From here, North America, South America, Africa, China, Europe, Australia, whatever.
Hey,
We
uh,
said we
uh,
internalized it. Have you seen a man in this space? Yeah, but that's a very small portion size of men on YouTube. You go in the world, a lot of men are not cheating out here. You know, like I said, men on these spaces, they are what they are. They cheat, they do cheat, you don't cheat. But like I said, I just don't take people on spaces like YouTube, people on Facebook, or Kick or Twitter, in these certain spaces. And what's the other one? I've got the other one. But yeah, I just don't take people on the spaces. Some cheat and some do cheat. But like I said, people on the spaces that there's a very small sample size. A lot of people don't be on here on these spaces like that, or don't even know us in spaces like that, spaces like this as well. But yeah, coming to the cheating, and do women cheat? Do some women cheat too? Do some women cheat? Yes. Do some women don't cheat? True. Same thing with a man. Does some men cheat? Yes. Do some men don't cheat? No, they don't, and everything. So, it's just the cheating thing in relationships is very seems to popularize and everything. People got their own opinion, but looking on, do some men don't cheat? No, not at all. Some people are faithful. They want to get married. They want to do what they need to do. Some of the men cheat. They really focus on their money, build their empire, and then later on, they want to have a family, something like that. They'll jump on that. Or some men that might, they just want to have a wife and cool and live on happy on. Will that be some type of things coming up in the future? Temptation, absolutely. Everybody's gonna experience temptation, but it's just how you handle temptation and everything. Some men can handle it very, very well. What makes it looks a man better, and some men they really can't. When it comes to temptation, they quick at it and everything. And they're not really emotional into it. They just want to get something after that, and that's it. Simple as that.
Mm. I would say, but DB said I don't think a lot of men cheat. I think of a large amount do though. I do agree with you. I do think men cheat, but I think women cheat as well. I think we all cheat. You know what I'm saying?
DB,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of women cheat, but I do think a large amount do.
You said the same thing.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing. So either or, especially now in the society we live in today, when the social media, forget about it. And the spaces that we in, because DB, y'all, they know the spaces that we in. There's men that marry and they still flirting with women on the panel. So
You
it,
see, and
it
which
is
we
what it
don't
is.
condone that. Now, DB, I can agree with you on this. We don't condone. She said y'all didn't read that right. DB, I can agree with you on this. I don't condone cheating at all. I do believe that there should be ramifications behind it. And if you flirting and entertaining people, then that means you just need to leave your wife. No, for
Okay.
real. No, for real. You need to leave your wife or leave your husband and go frolic and do that. But you shouldn't take the money with you either. If you want to go do
But
this,
quick question, let me ask you a question. If the wife know that you be flirting with other women, she don't mind it. Is that still considered cheating?
I'm not going to respect her. Yes, it's still cheating. If you allow me to flirt other women, then you ain't good for me. I don't need nobody to accept all my bullshit. Man, stand on business. Kick my ass out the house. Take my money. Divorce me. No, nigga, you got to stay solid. 1K. That's the problem with a lot of you women. You accept too much bullshit. No, kick that nigga out the house. Take the money. Get him up. No, if they ain't gonna stay a 100 all the way, we don't need it. And the only reason why I'm saying that because I'm gonna do the same thing to a woman. I need you to be 1K. If I cheat on you, nigga, you kick me out the house and leave me broken, destitute. Allow me to move back to my mama house. A lot of people now. Now, listen, DB did say something nice,
Yeah,
which
that's fact.
that
Mm-hmm.
You could be very friendly, and people consider, hey, why you talking to her like that? And we need to be able to differentiate that. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been notorious for being jealous. I'm not gonna say I got to speak my truth. Listen, I'm one of them guys. If I see you talk to a dude and say that's your brother, I say, you know him like that? Just like this. Hey, I see you hug that guy. You know him like that? What is you doing out here, girl?
Ain't no, if he ain't a family member, so what the hell's going on?
Yeah. He said he's standing on business. The initial agreement is the initial agreement. 100%. You no cheating, no flirting with people. You could be nice. That's on both ends.
Just the same thing a woman would tell you, no cheating and everything. Facts on that.
Yeah,
Uh,
you
any other final touch before we move to the next topic?
No, I
yeah.
don't got no final take, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, I agree with her and I agree with you guys on the panel. I think everybody cheats, but I think not the good, not a large majority though.
Yeah, I agree with that
Yeah.
100%. 100, 100. All right, jump on to the next topic. I like. I'm gonna talk about this one. We're gonna go all the way down to Houston, Texas, and this story is crazy. So, a Texas teacher and son was arrested and charged with recruiting juvenile students for prostitution and sex trafficking. This is a crazy story. So, there are the mother, the teacher, and the son has 3 counts against them on prostitution and juvenile. The names are Kendra. She's a teacher at a school in Houston. She's 42, and her son Roger McGee, who is 22, both faces charges of child trafficking and prostitution. Following the court proceedings, they was charged with 6 counts, 3 each of prostitution and sex trafficking, and their bond is up to $750,000. As part of her release, she is barred from contracting the 3 compliant witnesses and having unsupervised interactions with minors. Police believes that the teacher and her son were recruiting troubled juveniles from the local high school by offering them a place to stay, which will be at a hotel. During the court proceedings, evidence showed that 3 text messages between the compliant female and her son discussed payments for prostitutes by services of Zelle. The teacher paid for the motel room where the accident allegedly occurred. The 3 victims, aged 15, 16, and 17, were reportedly students at the school where the teacher taught and were reportedly runaways. More teens have come forward and stated that the teacher was also attempting to recruit them while attending school. That's crazy. So, without further ado, we do have a clip for you guys to go details with this case of the teacher and the son, and after that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Akeem.
Allegations against a Klein Kane high school teacher.
She is accused of trafficking students along with her son. ABC 13's Jessica Willey is live with the facts we have so far about this troubling case. Jessica?
Yeah, we've learned this teacher was arrested just before 5 this evening at Klein Kane High School, taken to the district police department and then brought here to the Harris County Jail. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says so far there are 3 teen victims, ages 15, 16, and 17, all female students and runaways. He says more students have already come forward, though, saying she tried to recruit them as well into prostitution. Tonight, disturbing allegations against a Klein ISD teacher. Kedria Grigsby now charged with 3 counts of child trafficking and 3 counts of compelling prostitution. The 42-year-old, a cosmetology teacher at Klein Kane High School. According to Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, investigators believe she recruited troubled teens from local high schools by offering them a place to stay. And she did it, he said, alongside her son, 21-year-old Roger McGee, who is also under arrest. Klein Cain's principal tonight sent a message to families notifying them of the arrest, clearly stunned by the allegations. Quote, "Let us be clear. Any behavior harming children is deplorable." And appealing to parents, quote, "Please speak to your children about this matter. And if you have information, please report it to Klein ISD Police." The district has not disclosed how long she's been a teacher there, but according to Klein Cain's online cosmetology course information, she runs the program. Building people up and watching them soar is her passion, a slide says, also sharing several family photos. The school says she will never be allowed at any Klein ISD schools again. With potentially more victims, more charges are possible.
This story is crazy, 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 crazy. But go ahead, Ron, man. What's your take on this topic right here?
No, I agree with you. It is a crazy story. I find it to be hilarious because I'm like, bro, how would that? Man, society's becoming more and more dark every single day, man. Like, I want to tell people you got to pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings. We as people got to change these things, man. I think they need to create some laws in place so stuff like this could be done because that is crazy. Crazy. And I know, and that, bro, even thinking about it, have my mind, man, I don't even know what to tell you. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Brother, let's address the elephant in the room. Black people are fixated on money. That's why we're able to exploit our own people. We love money so much because we think that money is going to fulfill what we lack, which is confidence in ourselves. So we associate everything with dollars. And by us doing that, we able to lure young girls to do things. We're able to lure young men to do things. We're able to be the people in our community who have the most power and money are the biggest exploiters. Tell me if I'm lying. These are young girls who coming from broken homes or being broken by the teachers they supposed to touch. Ain't that ironic? And this is a woman who's doing this, who has a 21-year-old son. And we're talking about where's support for women? Where's the support for young girls? Not a lot of people are blessed to be raised in families where you're protected and sheltered and nurtured to be the woman that you are. Some women become hoes off jump due to the circumstances that they had presented. Some of these people are born in this. Because you want to know why? We come from a community where exploitation is number one and self-preservation is number two. That lady had practiced self-preservation and exploited the young black women that look like her so she can make $1, so she could tell everybody I'm rich. The money was not enough for her to become a cosmetology student teacher, which you're affecting so many women's lives. You're teaching other girls a skill that's going to go off and make them money. The money wasn't enough. So you want them to sell their body so you can be in a Bentley? You want to be in Gucci, Prada, Fendi? You all care about these white things that's going to make you feel better if you have it? These material possessions make you feel so better. This is why we have an epidemic of scammers.
You preaching.
Listen, that's why I went to jail, because I wanted to be like everybody else. I didn't have confidence because I didn't have the accessories. I listen, today I look at that scat pack today. I need a scat pack so I can fuck some hoes. I need a Gucci belt. Or I need to get me a Coach bag. So I can go fuck some hoes. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, baby. If you want to sell your soul, I don't know what to say. That lady needs to go to jail. They needs to hit her with the highest law of human trafficking. She needs to sit in prison. She needs to repent. And she needs to be a spokesperson so we can stop human trafficking of endangered women. And that goes for all women of all colors. All women are being trafficked right now. Native Americans, Black women, Hispanics, white women, they're being trafficked all over the thing. This is a very serious conversation. And let's stop exploiting people.
This is sick, and this is what you call pimping. I don't know what the teacher. I ain't gonna guarantee, but I'm figuring in her background, the son background, they was taught how to do this, and I look at this as pimping. I don't know if they was raised into it. I don't know what area. I don't know was born and raised at, somewhere in Houston, whatever in Texas and everything. But they were taught to do this. This teacher and the son was taught to do this because, and they felt like they could get away with it, with some girls that maybe come from broken homes or not, something that they can't make it and everything, and they see these type of girls, they prey on them, and they see they can get them, and they try to pimp them, and that's what they was trying to do, and it's very odd to me, just you to think you can get away with it out of school and nobody's not going to talk about it. I'm glad they got arrested on this, and she should be in jail because you were supposed to be at the school trying to teach these kids, but not going on the other side. We get done teaching, preying on these kids, and she could quick try to pimp these women out, and she could get some quick questions about these young women. This is dead wrong, and this is very, very sick. And you see, you can see it's happening to our schools and everything. What about now? You kind of look at public schools in a different way. If you want to send your kids here or send them to a daycare or preschool, something like that. To me, there are some nasty people out here that have jobs like this where you got to go to daycare or public schools or anywhere that somebody got to watch your kids. It's very, very important. Just in general, who you have around your kids. Friends, family, when it comes to teachers, whatever, it should have a close eye to make sure who's watching your kids and also who's teaching your kids because it just shows you that at some of these schools, as we can see with the teacher right here, they will prey on your kids. It don't matter if it's a man, it doesn't matter if it's a woman, it doesn't matter. It could be a teenager because, like I said, her son was involved in this too. So, I believe the mother was taught by somebody, and the mother taught her son how to do this, how to prostitution and how to be a pimp and everything. So, it is for us as parents. We really got to look into detail what's going on with our kids and everything, and also the kids that was there. I'm glad they're coming out and speaking up about this because. This is very, very wrong. And, kids, wants to be safe and parents want to see the kids safe when they're not around. Unfortunately, I'm sad what happened to these kids. I hope that lady, she be in jail for a very, very long time, period.
Facts. But I don't have no more take on this. Man. Like stories like these break my heart, man, each and every day, man. Real talk.
That shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm moving on to the next topic. We're gonna get back to this relationship stuff. So a woman, I got her name. We had on this before, and she went on the viral talk about, there was a Megan the Stallion challenge, so everybody when they was twerking, it was Megan, it was Gorilla, I think it was Ari, another IG model, I think it was Carisha, Sexy Red, of how they was passing the baton of twerking and everything. And one guy I got to find her name is. She's talking about how the Megan Thee Stallion challenge devalues women, specifically black women, and it's not the right way to do this and everything. So go ahead, y'all can play the kid. After that, we're gonna chop it up.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, I think it's just yet another way for women to devalue themselves. And ladies, I'm not gonna hold y'all. At this point, it's given tacky and it's given classless. I think I speak for pretty much everybody when I say we're tired of seeing it. It's played out. There is no reason why we should log onto social media and at the top part where it says stories, there's nothing but a bunch of naked women, half-naked women, thongs, panties, short shorts, twerking and showing their ass. For what? What is y'all doing this for? Likes? Attention? Validation? If I'm not mistaken, y'all just did this a few months ago. Y'all had a whole challenge where y'all called it the ceiling challenge, where y'all was taping y'all phones to the ceiling and y'all was twerking upside down. We done seen y'all ass from every single angle possible. We get it. Then y'all say, oh, it's just the internet. It's not a real place. This is a real place. Y'all don't care how y'all perceive yourselves. Y'all don't care that what y'all look like. You know what this looks like? It looks classless and it looks tacky as hell. Most of y'all are moms. Y'all don't care what y'all kids think. Y'all don't care what y'all kids might look like. Y'all don't care about your image to them. Y'all talking about a challenge. Challenge yourself to be a better mom. Challenge yourself to be a better woman. Challenge yourself to be a better sister, a better auntie. Go challenge yourself to read a book. Challenge yourself in ways that's healthy for you. Y'all want to keep getting up here selling yourselves short for likes and attention for what? I'm not saying you gotta be a nun, baby. I show skin. I'm not a nun. I still have fun with my girls. I still be outside. I do all of that. But it's never been about what you do. It's how you do it. Men used to have to go to a strip club to see stuff like this, to fantasize about stuff like this, to desire women to move in certain ways like this. But now all they gotta do, the whole world is a stage at this point. All they gotta do is log on to social media and it's a million girls shaking their ass, doing all type of stuff, trying to outdo each other. Cause who y'all doing it for? Oh, we ain't doing this for the man. Who you doing it for then? Y'all gotta stop and think, man. Cause it's not giving what y'all think is giving. It's giving very low quality. No man of high quality, the man that y'all desire, the man that y'all swear y'all want, I promise you, he gonna treat you nothing like what you want to be treated like, because no man wants to see a woman up there or a woman up there that he looking at to pursue in a serious way, shaking her ass 24/7 on the internet like that. Y'all want to be quick to say we're not doing it for the men, but baby, one day you gonna want a man and he not gonna want you. Because in 2024, you up there shaking your ass for likes and attention. It's not that deep, man. I don't know if y'all lacking some type of self-esteem or what, man. But y'all gonna have to pull back and reevaluate some stuff. It's not cute no more, y'all. It's played out. Stop. Please stop.
Drop mic.
Yes, he was. Like you say, she was drinking the words. So.
Hey, she stood on business. She stood on business, ladies. Now, I'm gonna be fair. The world over sexualize y'all. Men over sexualize y'all. That doesn't mean you have to sign up for it. Most men who want a real respectful woman ain't signing up for girls who twerking online. I could tell you a story of, there was a young lady I was fond of. I didn't know she had a social media. I met her in person. She had a nice jiggly ass. She was always dressed in like a suit or something, tight with the belt on the waist. I thought she was very respectful, you know what I mean? Until I found out she had a social media. She half naked on there, OnlyFans and the thing. I stopped talking to her. She don't, to this day, she still doesn't know why I don't talk to her no more. To this day. I stopped coming around. People would say, hey, whatchamacallit say, she doesn't understand. I say, hey, tell her it's best that we don't talk. We don't even be friends. I like jiggly ass, but I like it in a respectful way. I don't want the whole world to see it. He said, that's just who y'all cheat on with the whole. Nah, baby. Nah.
Kind of agree with DB.
Not a lot. Listen, not a lot of us listen. Listen, we're not saying that there's not men who don't want to do that, but real men, we don't want that out there on the street. A lot of us are big on reputation. Well, I want to be seen with somebody who I know is a harlot. And I'm out here and I'm a pillar of the community. I shouldn't be a pillar of the community if I don't show what I do behind closed doors. And what I do behind closed doors got to be clean.
Yeah, that's true. As you can see, a lot of women, they twerking. One thing we know about this, everybody knows. Like I said, we're not twerking because you get off the likes. There's money in the twerking. We talked on top about this. It was this last year about how YouTube changed the dialogue, so you can you can monetize by twerking, clap your cheeks on YouTube now and everything. So there's money into it now, and you see with TikTok here on YouTube, Instagram. Like I said, this being sexual, highly sexualized, it's a moneymaker. It changed the game. That's why we see a lot of these OnlyFans. A lot of women go jumping into OnlyFans or they do sections on their Instagram and everything. It's just so much money when it comes to sex and it comes to twerking. The money is there, and a lot of women, when they're young, a lot of them like quick money. They like money. They like quick money, and they want to get their money. And when it comes to like shaming the women about twerking, it's frowned upon when a woman or a man says try to shame women about twerking and everything. They be like, just her be her. She's living her life. She's being free. She's liberated and everything. And that's what we hear in 2024. This is how our society is, especially in North America. We are highly sexual. People here in North America, and it's not going to stop. It's just going to continue to get, we could say, worse and worse. And this is the thing. For me as a father, I definitely gotta hide some things from social media. I probably got to put some blocks and stuff, so she won't be sexualized. And I think my wife is really good with that, because my wife is not, it's definitely not a sexual person. You can go to her Facebook, you can go to her Instagram. She doesn't do stuff like that. And a lot of her friends are not like that as well. My family members, they're not like that. It's highly sexualized like that. We just for us, it's like, oh no, can we change it? Sure, but you just gotta have to shame more. Sorry to say, but you're gonna have to shame, or stop liking, stop going through these blogs and stop liking these photos, or commenting to them. The less you like, the more you're not gonna see these type of things. But we in North America, a lot of men, a lot of women like to see twerking. Twerking is a big thing in our culture,
I about
especially
to
our
tell you
Black
that.
culture.
Big facts.
Simple as that. So
Big
go
facts.
ahead, Ronnie.
No, but here's my take on it. At the end of the day, like I said, we in the twerking culture, so this is what's being pretty much being approved within the community, especially in the Black community. That's something where we allow it to happen. We allow women to continue to twerk, and guys gonna continue to like it. So the more time the guys like it, guess what? They're gonna capitalize off of it. So the women see that right now is the best opportunity for them to twerk, because they're making money off the guys that's liking it. They're not gonna stop. OnlyFans pretty much became a rise during the pandemic, and you see OnlyFans didn't stop. And
All right, he's back.
Yeah. Listen, Natasha said exactly. I just wonder what they be saving for their husband. Everybody's seen their lingerie collections, your goodies, and how flexible you are. Nothing left for imagination.
That's true. And I think that's the thing too, because that's probably one of the things that made men like to cheat more, because you have seen everything. But if it comes to the woman, you check out, you see everything on her, and you did her and everything, and then you can't. Imagination is very important for the man, because you can do a lot of things. But when a man see all that, they're gonna treat you like a 3 or 4, or and then they'll be done with you, or they'll try to cheat around you and everything. And it just hurts that when we see all these women twerking, I mean, for men, they want you to imagine something that what they can do, but when they see something, it just you really can't imagine it, because they see what they see reality, and they really can't really imagine it, because they already see something like that. So
Here's the thing, though. I do agree. I want to read what DB just said. She said, "I have friends and family that twerk, but not scantily clad in clothes. I personally don't twerk, but I don't think anything wrong with it if you're not online twerking is revealing clothes. 100%. Listen, there's nothing wrong with twerking. It's just where you display it at. Not at the restaurant, not in schools, not at the park. But if you're home, you're at a party, you're jiggling, those are respectable places. But it has gotten to the place where it's all over the place. But here's the thing. On this internet, on Beyonce's internet, what you do on here, stay on here. So when you want to be respected and you want people to respect you, it's going to be on here for years. Mia Khalifa and Lana Rose are an example. They've been porn stars half their life. Now they want everything to be taken down. Baby, it's too late for that. It's too late for that. You are what you are, and they has yet to been able to maintain a relationship due to the way they displayed themselves in public.
And that's why they have so much hatred for men, you know, when they talk about men this and men that, because, you know, they jump into this into adult scenes. But you know, when you jump in something like a serious job like that, you know, it taints you. It just taints you. It's been like that for hundreds of years. When you do adult, you know, content like that, it taints you. I'm sorry, it just really does. It's a very small pool of men who wants to really have sex with you or try to marry you. A very small. I'm talking about jacuzzi
Oh
style type
man,
of pool of
you
a
better
man that wants to get with that or marry that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Easy.
you better say it. And a lot of them have married, but the marriages don't last due to the fact of with your old profession. Men are very insecure about these type of things. You feel me? We can't handle knowing that our woman ain't pure. Now, don't get me wrong. Women expect men to be nasty. They expect men to be devilish and to be deviancy, but we don't expect that for women. So if both sides don't support it, then they'll stop. If men don't want to see women twerking,
Mm-hmm.
if men stop wanting to see women twerking, women to stop twerking. If women stop twerking, and men can't find the twerkers, they'll say, "Hey, we need to find something else."
Yeah, and for me personally, I could be wrong, but I think a lot of women support twerking more than men do. Just by look at the comments, you just see how you know they twerk talents, and you see how they pass along to Megan, to Sexy Red, to Gorilla. You know, it's just like a pass around. You know, and you look in the comments, you see a majority of women. You know, they comment. You don't see you see some men, but if you go to the comments about women twerking, you see a lot more women twerking that have comments on there than you see men do.
Facts. You're right. You're right, man. And I just I pray, man. I pray that we you know, I mean, we just try to understand each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. All right, on to the next topic. Now, this is the topic of I'll say the topic of the day because this is I think this is gonna be very interesting. I know you know you're gonna be interested too, and this is about do people act differently when they're around another race. So this is on a show called Jubilee, and they have a group of people ask questions and everything. If they go to the left, you strongly disagree. You go to the right, or you disagree with things. And this is very interesting. So it's a group of people, black, white, you know, and you know, and they're asking questions. Do you act different when you around another race? If you would white people with black people, white people with Asians, same with blacks. You with white people, Asians, Mexicans, and everything. And you know, just hear these people how they comment on things. Go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we're gonna chop it up.
Yeah.
You know,
Personally, not to sound triggered, but I just don't like the
Yeah.
notion
Hey.
that you're becoming a black.
Jordan, this was really good.
Yeah.
This is really good. My allergies is acting up, bro. I know I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your take, Hakeem? What's your take on it?
Hey, I thought this was a good conversation. I thought that we have a lot of professional people here. DB, Natasha, Sherry,
Muhammad,
yes,
Gore,
Gore,
Ken
Joe don't
Dog,
hurt him, Ken
yep.
Dog. A lot of us
Mimi,
work,
yep.
Mimi. A lot of us work in these white spaces, and I'm 100% a component of I code switch. If I'm around the white, like if I don't know you off the streets, hey, how you doing today? My name's Hakeem Bello. Hey, just take a left over here, go straight diagonally. Nah, fool, you gonna have to go around the corner. I have to do that because I don't feel comfortable being anaquitically myself, like when he said in workspaces. But I did like what that black guy say, because not all black people are monolith. We have range of people. Not all black people are ghetto. Not all black people listen to rap. Now this, but he does. So in this, what happens is we're only us to blame because what we allow to be projected out in the world is what people accept us for. So he think it's okay to say the N-word in Ukraine, which a lot of people need to know Ukraine is very racist.
And China.
In China.
China too.
So you know what I mean? And that's the point with that. So a lot of us have to code switch because we have no choice. But we're more comfortable around people who we are. You know what I mean? But I tell you this, when we're outside of work, I think it's so sad to say this, but it's only white people and European that we really code switch. Because when we around Hispanics, we just who we are. You feel me? We who we are. Like, hey, what's up? Or if we go into an Asian business and stuff, it's really around white people when we go to work.
Yeah, I hear you on that. For me, Hakeem, I necessarily for me, like, well, we've been around, the United States a little bit. You lived in Boston for a little bit.
Yep.
You've been around. You're Miami. I've been around. Around the country a little bit as well. Born into Pontiac, Michigan, and hood. Even though for me they'll say I'm kind of the awkward one. I grew up in the hood, but I'm not talk hood, but I do have sort of swag that I could talk hood and everything. So personally for me, I don't need, like I said, I'm comfortable on myself. So for me, I don't necessarily need a code switch as necessarily. If I'm with, white people, I speak like I speak with y'all, or, I speak at work. If I'm around my boys in the black community, you might see my slang might be different a little bit because this is how we talk. In the black community, we have a certain slang that we can talk. Doesn't matter where I'm at. They might say have different words for it, but the slang is the same. Doesn't matter if you're here in LA, Miami, Houston, Atlanta, Detroit, whatever. Like I say, they might use different words, but black people, if you're in the hood, there's a different type of slang you're talking about. Personally for me, I don't, I live in an area by Echo Park and everything. So, I'm around people that's like in the middle upper class where I'm at and everything. And, and also being a family man, and meeting people, they say, oh, he's a good guy, he's married, people say he doesn't talk hood, but he does have a certain type of swag and everything. Cause, when I go around people and they see how I talk, and my people see I might talk proper, but I might switch with the swag. It's like, oh, wait a minute, he might talk proper, but he can still black because he said he does have a little swag or terminology of the words he's saying that makes me a black man and everything. I also feel like we should have more conversation about this. I feel like some people do not have a conversation because it may be sensitive, and we are in it's very sensitive times here, society and everything. But I definitely like go back to this topic. How about how black people, if you're a black person, how you are with an Asian or white person, do you code switch or anything? Same thing with an Asian person, same thing with a Hispanic, same thing with a white Caucasian person, and and especially here in North America, do you feel like you have to change? Because personally, I get what some people has to code switch because they haven't lived in a certain area. Like people in the urban, might be somebody different from the suburban or rural area and everything because you grew around this area that you're so used to, and you see people talk to you how you talk. Also in your family, your mom, your dad, uncles, grandfathers and grandmothers, that really puts a lot in of where you at in and everything, of who you're around and what area you're in too. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of like for blacks, you're gonna get something different around the world. You go to Africa, you might get love. You go to China, you probably ain't gonna get that love. They probably gonna stare at you like this. Ooh, can I take a picture? Ooh, oh, this it's a black American, or this is an N-word here as well. Especially some European places and everything. You go to Australia, we go to these small islands, because a lot of people from different countries and continents, they do have their own perspective of what a black man might look like, and some perspective that would be hood. But once they see like somebody black like me, and they don't see that, say, "Oh wow, you don't act like the what I thought, what perception you be, or what I thought about it and everything. You act different. And I just feel like when it comes to us as Black America, we just need to travel around and kind of change that narrative. It's like, hey, we're all not hood. we do have, how the way we talk. We do have the swag. Don't get me wrong. We do have a different swag that's, I think is better than all races. But when it comes to like everybody, all the black people think they hood, like with the women and men, it's not like that. You just gotta keep on working with that. That's my take on that one.
No, most definitely, man. Joe don't heard him say, I speak proper from my children as they always hearing, so they can emulate what they speak to others. This is teaching not to code switch. 100%.
I agree to that.
100%. Yeah,
I agree to that.
If it's one language, if it's one way of doing it, hey.
Yeah, because that helps. Like I said, because what if your kids got some leadership qualities and they want to be a leader?
Yeah,
it's different when you're in a management position, leading position. You can't talk like a regular employee. When it comes to managing and being leadership, there's a different way you have to talk. To your employers, or you have a business or something like that. And with that, that's not really code switching. It's you got to have some type of traits to order you to help you develop as a person, and also build money and everything, because how the way you talk can help you make money if you believe it or not. If you talk like you have leadership qualities or manager qualities, people is gonna see that, or your manager might see that and say, hey, you should be a manager. I see how people galvanize to you. They listen to you. You're not being disrespectful. You don't talk back for nobody. And stuff like that can help you, like I said, build your character and also make you more money. So, but yeah, I feel like, especially in our black community, it's very, very important to talk about, because some people feel like, we talk, if you're from the hood, you're not gonna change where you are. It's gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna hurt you, because if you want to make more money, or if you want to kind of build on your resume and try to take it to the notch, there's a certain level of speech and talking skills you need, and that's what Jordan O'Hara was talking about, and I definitely agree with him 100%.
No, 100%.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna see. We still could be the. Oh yeah, we can do this. This probably. Yeah, we can get through this. It's probably our final topic, and I definitely want to talk about this. And this is about DJ Academics. This is hilarious. So DJ Academics, this is a footage of him, a clip of him of really testing out his boxing skills and with service and everything. I'm not gonna say a lot. I just want you to play the video. This is funny. This is really, really funny. Go ahead. Can you play the clip?
All right.
It's DJ Academics and showing him he has some boxing skills. If you think he got boxing skills.
Reset. Okay. Reset. I'm down.
Okay, that's funny. YouTube, this is fair use. Now, this is boxing. This is sport. This is not fighting. YouTube, this is boxing. This is sport. They're just sparring. This is not to do with fighting. This is challenging. It's a sport. It's a game. So YouTube, please don't fly because they were boxing. They was not fighting. Boxing and fighting is a little different. They had gloves on, and they had their helmets on too. So this will go with that. So I'm gonna read some of these comments because some of these comments are hilarious. One comment says, he said, no wonder why he only beats with females. One comment says, respectfully, this is not violence at all. You can't condone this because it's boxing. I get that. He said all that mouth, and that's all he got to offer with his fighting skills. One would say he damn near need to leave the girls alone. You know, this video looks sad. One more comment says that yeah, he definitely should stick to podcasting and confront of his mother's basement. I would say his mother's basement because he thinks his mother's basement. But go ahead, Hakeem. You see how these academics, he likes to beef at other women and everything. But when it comes to his fighting skills, his boxing skills, if he ever fight a man, this is what he has to offer. So
Man,
go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take with this?
that
DJ's boxing skills.
that shit made him look real suspect, bro. That shit made him look real suspect. I'm even shocked. Like all that mouth you got, and you can't even. Like he said, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done." I'm like, "No, papi, pipi, no, papicito, no." Like it's just funny to see people display that, and then for the world, we got to see that you really ain't really about that. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, I came here. Thing is, just like if I'm DJ Academics, why would I have somebody try to put a video on me boxing? Because I'm looking at this Hakeem, man. He need to take some boxing classes, yo. Because I'm looking at him. I mean his punches, his his straight punches are really slow. You can tell that he don't know how to bob and weave. He's huffing and puffing, moving around, can't protect himself and everything. It's like, hey man, hey DJ Academics, I want to make some money, man. I'll put in a boxing ring with you. We pay for a couple $1,000 to box me. Shoot, I can win some money off of you because, yeah, man, it's terrible, man. He definitely need to take some boxing classes and to me get back healthy and everything because, as you can see, he's getting clowned on. He's getting clowned on and everything. Oh, I saw one comment says about if this you got this is what you got for Saucy Santana, you definitely gonna lose.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. If I was DJ Academics, I would not show this because, but you're getting clowned, and I don't know that he thought he's gonna get clowned, but yeah, man, his boxing skills are low and poor, and he needs to get that fixed because because not just women, men are seeing this too. It's like, oh man, this man will be easy. If you ever see all these DJ Academics on the streets, it's gonna be easy. They might show I'm gonna come out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, this is not something you want the whole world to see, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that was just like, cause I ain't gonna lie to you, but the mouth that DJ Act got, I was like, yeah, that nigga, he gotta be a gangster.
Yeah. Hey man, he do got a mouth on him now. That's why he's so successful because he has his mouth. He be on podcasts for 5-6 hours a day.
Yeah, so I'm like.
And like I said, he does what 3, 4, 5 times a day for a week.
Yep,
4 or 5 times a week. And yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, he be on it. He be on his stuff now. When it comes to big news or when it comes to hip hop culture, he's on it now. And like I said, when it comes to critiquing, rappers, female rappers, and male rappers, he, like I said, some stuff, I can't disagree on. He be true. But with sometimes with females or with men rappers, he might go a little bit overboard, and you'll see a lot of rappers, men and women rappers, they'll clap back at him and be like, "Hey man, like I said, you soft. All you do is you just sit on your podcast all day. You don't make that real money. All you do is drink. You're fat. All that type of stuff and that's what they begin on and everything. And I know it like I say here all the time. I know it hurts, DJ Academics. But for me, I just hope DJ Academics, him, have a peaceful mind, and to me, if he really get himself back into shape by going to boxing classes or work out and everything, I feel like he'll be a better person. After he have more clarity because. This sitting down, not moving around, just drinking all day while doing podcasts, it's just unhealthy. And and I know with DJ Academics, he's what's the word? He's not sensitive. Well, I'll say a little bit sensitive too, but it just makes him look like he has nothing else to do with his life but to just, you know, be on a podcast and just drink and just talk about people.
Hey, I would have thought the same thing too, man. But you know, I think that unequivocally, like, you just gotta, when you pick controversy, you gotta be prepared for it. And like, and him showing us that, like, he just put himself, like, a lot of people gonna try his ass now, which is wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We do got some time to do a last topic. We'll do one more topic. We got 8 minutes left. Let's see. Let's do we already did that one. Oh, let me talk about this one. This is a triple murder suicide, and this happened here in the LA area. And I heard this, and this happened the day of the solar eclipse, I believe. So a woman, and this was, I believe, it's in Woodland Hills. You got it. How can you see it?
Yeah, I got it.
So a woman in Woodland Hills, he said, she deleted her partner, deleted her child, and also committed suicide, all because of the solar eclipse. Some theory of that anything, and this is a very, very sad story. Because I guess some people would come with Boston solar eclipse, they might think differently. I don't know if they think the word gonna end or they go crazy or loco and they go crazy. And this is what happened to this woman. Yeah, so this woman, you know, it happened after the solar eclipse. She, for some reason, she deleted her partner in the an apartment building, got in the car, crashed the car, killed a baby, I believe, and then also committed suicide on herself. Very, very sad story. Go Hakeem and play the clip. After that, we're gonna chop it up real quick.
All right.
3 people dead, including an 8-month-old baby. The family tragedy unfolding on Monday on 3 separate locations. Now we're seeing how the events unfolded hour by hour. It all started in Woodland Hills at 3:40 in the morning. The LAPD says the suspect, Danielle Johnson, got into an argument with her partner, Jalen Cheney, stabbing him to death. The mother then fled the scene with her 2 children. 50 minutes later, 4:30 a.m., Johnson was driving on the 405 freeway in Westchester when police say the girls were thrown out of the vehicle. The baby was hit by a car and killed. Half an hour later, at 5 in the morning, Johnson was speeding in the city of Redondo Beach. She crashed into a tree and died. Our Leanne Suter has been closely following this story. Leanne, the sole survivor of this tragedy was the older sister.
Absolutely, Mark. Heartbreaking details coming out about this horrific tragedy. That sole survivor, just 9 years old, apparently witnessing almost all of the deadly violence.
A deadly end to a trail of violence as the mother behind the wheel of this crumpled Porsche Cayenne is killed when she slammed into a Redondo Beach tree. 34-year-old Danielle Johnson is also accused of killing her live-in boyfriend at their apartment and her 8-month-old daughter when she threw the infant and her 9-year-old sister out of her car on the freeway.
The suspect slowed the vehicle and opened the passenger door for her daughter and then told her to get out of the car. And when the daughter didn't do that, she then forcibly pushed her out of the vehicle in the middle of the freeway while moving, while the 9-year-old was holding the 8-month-old baby.
The 8-month-old fell to the pavement and was struck and killed by a passing vehicle. The 9-year-old managed to make it to the shoulder with moderate injuries. A horrific ending to deadly violence that began hours earlier for the sole survivor. Eyewitness News has learned the 9-year-old witnessed her mother stab her live-in boyfriend, 29-year-old Jalen Cheney, to death in their Woodland Hills apartment.
That little girl obviously saw more than she ever should have seen in any life yesterday. So I just hope someone's taking care of her because she's going to need it.
Investigators say Johnson killed Cheney early Monday morning after a fight that rammed the garage gate as she fled with her daughters.
Their door was wide open. There was blood on the floor leading into their apartment, and then a trail of it in the hallway leading up to the elevator, and I saw some blood on the walls.
A short time later, detectives say Johnson pushed her daughters out of her car on the 405 and drove away. Her final act, taking her own life at more than 100 miles per hour. Detectives now piecing together the trail of violence and searching for a motive.
Given that the only witness we really have to this crime now is a 9-year-old girl, there's just very little information we have other than there was a verbal altercation that turned violent and it ended in tragedy.
The 9-year-old now in the care of the Department of Children's Services. Her father lives out of state. It's unclear if Cheney was the father of the 8-month-old who died.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by.
This story it's one of the craziest stories I ever heard, man. I'm gonna go first, man. Like I said, when I first heard this story, because I live in the LA area, man, I couldn't believe it, yo. It's I don't know if that lady had, mental health or anything. It's just, she's like she just that day, she just, just went crazy and, stabbing the boyfriend, leaving her and getting the kids and ram the car. And, I know she was thinking she was in a certain type of state because driving down the highway, I know that the daughter was like, like what she was in shock. She's like, what the hell? And then even the daughter had to say something. And I guess the daughter said something wrong. And she said, you probably get out of my car, push out the freeway, the 405 freeway, man. I've been, like I said, I've drove down the freeway, yo. That freeway is dangerous, especially during rush hours, yo. Because people, they want to get to where they need to get to. And to hear that, the baby got deleted by, it's just crazy. And then I'm gonna pray for that daughter, the daughter, the 9-year-old daughter, because like the lady said, she see a lot of things, a lot that a lot of people are not used to seeing, especially at that age, man. I'm gonna be praying for her and the family because she saw some devastating loss, from the mother and for the little younger daughter, man. It's just, yeah, man. My prayers go to that daughter because that's something that we hopefully for us, Hakeem, we will never hear from him again because that story is rare and the story is kind of unbelievable because it's a murder slash suicide, man. Crazy, man. What's your take, Hakeem?
Hey man, it's mental health is so seriously, and sometimes I think that we're in this position in life where we shouldn't take things into our own hand. But I do think that we can't play God at points of our life, and this is just a prime example of people do not know how to manage their emotions, and their emotions get the best of them, and sometimes we make decisions that affect everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trauma and pain is not the way to go.
Yeah, I agree, Natasha. Maybe the child gets therapy, unconditional love, financial support, and for education the rest of her life because she's gonna need that differently. Because I guarantee you, for her, it's gonna prepare her mind for the rest of her life to see stuff like that. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, man. But yeah, folks, we almost at that 2 hour mark, y'all. We appreciate you guys for coming in. This is my second day back, and I'm feeling good, feeling great. Shout out to you guys. Hakeem, his service went bad, but like I said, he'll be back with us on Monday. But yeah, man, we want to have a big thank you. Shout out to Natasha. Shout out to Jodo Hurdon. Shout out to DB. Shout out to the Ken Dog was in here. Shout out to half urban and half suburban. Shout out to who else was in here? Mimi. Shout out to Mela number 2. Anybody on Facebook? Sherry Bryant was in here. Shout
Yeah,
out to
Sherry
Sherry.
Bryant. DNA 143 on Instagram.
Okay. Shout out to Why High. He was in here. Shout out to Why High. Gore. Truth. Shout out to you, Truth. Man, appreciate you coming by as always, showing us a lot of love. DJ, we appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, Sonny Bono Life.
Okay. Butterfly Jones, man. As always, we appreciate you. I think that is like everybody from YouTube.
Shout out DNA 143.
Shout out to you, buddy. But yeah, people, we appreciate you guys. Also, remember, guys, go down to the community chat. We got a Chaos Coach Radio t-shirts. We have different colors: red, green, black, blue, gray. We got colors. Also, got the coffee mug right here. And make sure you get one of Hakeem's books, which is Black Love. The other book, it got suspended by Amazon. So hopefully we'll find another way to put that book for another. We'll find a way. We're definitely gonna find a way. Also, guys, I'm getting my hat. So Hakeem's gonna send me a hat.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to him.
Mm-hmm. Got the hats, the fitted hats, and the cast, man. We doing big, man. Like I said, guys, we want to really, really appreciate you guys coming by as we love. I'm back. I'm ready. Like I said, I'm gonna be back next week. So, Go continue to do what we do. Like I said, thank you guys. And that's for Chaos Culture Radio.
We out. You have a great weekend.
Peace.